What's good, peeps? It's your boy Edward Toda. So, in the name of transparency, I figured I'd make a video and talk about this, and kind of show you guys, tell you guys about what I'm going through and what what I'm dealing with, and probably a lot of you guys are in the same boat, or are trying to grind or trying to do your thing, and you might notice the same thing, and it's definitely not something that you're dealing with alone. So, if you've been following my YouTube for the last three weeks, I've been kind of posting really sporadically, and normally, if you guys know me from a while ago, I'd post every single day, no question. If I missed a day, I would do two in the next day, and I did that for a solid 8 months, I want to say 9 months, something like that. But I mean, recently, honestly, I've just been really burnt out, and that's the reality. It's like I'm burnt out about a lot of things, but it kind of comes and goes, right? So sometimes I'll be burnt out about magic, like maybe I don't feel like doing a magic video that day, right? And that's normal, right? I mean, if you think about it, magic's my hobby and I love magic and everything, but it's not something that I always want to be doing 24 hours of the day, right? And so if I do daily videos about magic, then I get hit up at least 2, 3, 4 times a day in DMs about magic. I get tagged in things on Instagram about magic. I run a magic Instagram page. You know what I mean? So it's like everything just magic. Sometimes I don't really feel like doing magic, or I don't feel like reading about magic, or all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I feel like doing magic, but I don't feel like filming or making a video, you know what I mean? So, and sometimes, like, for example, I have all these books I want to read about magic, but that's not going to make a video for me. But me reading a book is not going to form that video. So I do the video instead of reading the book, and then I end up, like, too tired to read the book. This is not a point of me trying to get sympathy. It's not a point of me trying to, boo-hoo, look how hard my life is. I'm just explaining to you guys what's been going on and what I'm experiencing and how things are going. It's been really tough kind of getting the motivation. Just I have low energy, so it's hard for me to, like, just grind and do it. I have really big respect for dudes like Casey Neistat, for dudes like PewDiePie. A lot of people like to shit on these big YouTubers, but man, to get to the way they are, to get to the point where they're making $14 million a year, or however much PewDiePie made, probably more now, it takes such grind, man. These guys have been doing daily content for years, man. I've only done it for a few months, like, almost a year, and I'm already feeling burnt out. And the thing is, these guys do, like, fully, reactions aren't, let's just put it this way, they're not as time-consuming to make, they're not as, thought-inducing, they're not as hard to make as purely original content like PewDiePie is doing. Now, so these guys are really big inspirations for me, like, to see these guys keep grinding, keep doing. I mean, they go through shit, don't get me wrong, they 100% go through shit, and they keep going. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Sometimes I'm able to just brush past it and just keep going and push it. Sometimes I don't. So yeah, it's a little bit of a hard thing to try to get a balance going when you have to go to work, you got to go training, you got to practice new magic, do gigs, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm trying my best, but sometimes it doesn't work out. But yeah, so, and also another thing is, I'm kind of getting close to the point where I can kind of make a living with magic and not quit my job. I can almost taste it, you know what I mean? It's like maybe a few good months of grinding ahead, and it's like that close part where I'm like, I can almost taste it, I can almost like do my passion, the thing that I set out to do, but I gotta keep cutting these tiles up and putting them down and getting dirty with glue and all this stuff, so it's like this dynamic where it's very mentally, it's like I need to be strong. And yeah, so yeah, it's just not been the best time for me in the last few weeks, but I'm definitely gonna be going to that festival, gonna get some good content for you guys. So I'm definitely still putting out content as much as I can. Hopefully I'll be doing a few releases for the magic moves that I've been working on, and yeah, just a few other things. But yeah, just so you guys know why, for example, the last 3 days I didn't post anything, there's why. Also, my Patreon people, I very much appreciate everyone that supported me on Patreon, and I have tried in the last few I mean, I've tried it numerous times to kind of link up with people and be like, okay, you pledged to me, let's video call, you know, or to set up the monthly hangouts and stuff like that. But it's so hard to organize. It's very, very difficult for me to organize. You know, I posted it on the Patreon, and people responded like 2 weeks after. You know, it was like really messy. So anyone, I'm gonna put this out right now, to anyone that has ever pledged for me before this point, okay, I don't care how much you've pledged, I want you to hit me up on edwardtoda@gmail.com. I'll leave the email in the description. Hit me up. All right, I'm gonna double check that you're the person you say you are. So just let me know what username you have on Patreon, and I'm gonna call you on Skype or whatever. If you want to talk, we can call. You know, 5 minutes each, or whatever. You know, we'll have a small discussion with through every level of the Patreon supporters. I appreciate you guys. I've been struggling to actually get to you guys. Sometimes it's a matter of communication, sometimes it's a matter of organization, but I'm going to try to make it up. I'm going to try to hit you guys up and see what you guys are doing, and hopefully we can, you know, have a good time. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you, not much to enjoy, but I hope you understand what's going on and what's been happening. And I'm going to try to keep grinding. I'm going to try to keep doing my thing. Sometimes you got low, sometimes you got high, sometimes you got to get pushed through, you know. So I'm going to go exercise, I'm going to go eat right, and I'm going to go try to sleep right. And hopefully I'll be feeling much better, and I can get the content out to you guys as quickly as I can and as efficiently as I can. But as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!